Hey everybody, we seem to be online here, so I'm going to go ahead and start. I am Rylok. I apologize that the title is not updated. I wasn't able to find anybody. And for the next hour or so, maybe hour and a half, we'll be playing Black Desert Online Korean Open Beta. They just recently updated it with the Tamer class, which is the one you're looking at there on the screen, and we're just going to do a character creation and we're going to play. And if anybody has any questions, I'll be checking occasionally on the chat for any questions, requests. I can go do anything in the game you want me to do. Of course, as a brand new character, that may be limited, but if you want any of that, please do let me know. Again, my name is Rylok, and hopefully we'll have some fun. So, what I do when I play the Korean beta, I don't understand Korean at all. I've been learning basics, but what I do is I have a screenshot OCR program that I capture and open Google Translate. And I understand that it's probably not the best option, but it's the cheap, free alternative. So I will just do that for quests that I don't understand. Luckily, Black Desert Online is fairly easy to deal with as far as quests. So, I'm going to get started with some character creation. I really dig this class because it's a pet class, but it's so, like, the pet is so integral to what you do in the game. You can ride the pet. You can, fight with the pet, obviously, and that's really all I know. I've been watching some videos, but to be honest, haven't paid a lot of attention. So just to kind of show you how character creation works, this is only really relevant later in the game. It's basically your astrological sign, and each thing represents different things, but they haven't actually determined, I don't think, how that will affect your gameplay. It may not affect the actual gameplay. It may only affect, excuse me, may only affect mini games, because there are a lot of mini games in this game. And so there you go. So I'm just going to pick the owl, just because I think it's cool looking. And this is just some backgrounds here, so you can look at like a blue sky type background. Actually, that's more of a sky. This is more of just a blue screen. I like to use this one just because it's going to give you the most accurate, quote unquote, based on what it's going to look like in the game. So we'll go with hair first. That's always the most important. And as you can see, my list is very limited. I only have 5 hairstyles. Of course, you can manipulate the hair, but style-wise, you get 5. All these ones with the yellow P's are the the cash shop options. So you can obviously see that they are going for a lot of cash shop options, and that's because, well, I think that that they want you to pay them a lot of money for cool hairstyles. I wish it wouldn't ask me every time. So the free ones we have are that one with some bangs and some side action. That one, which is all pulled up. That one, which is pretty ho-hum, if you ask me. Got the long hair here. And you've got this kind of, I don't even know. I don't know women's hairstyles, so this one. So I think I like this one the best, so we'll go with that. Now here's the kind of cool part. This is what you always see in the character creation videos. I'm going to get it. There we go. Oh, sorry. I want it close, but not too close. There we go. Okay, so you could pick any one of these dots, and then you can manipulate it with the sliders, or you can drag it around. The problem with dragging it around is 3D space, you know, you don't have a 3D mouse, so it's going to be kind of hard to get the desired effect. So if you want something very particular, I recommend the sliders. This is move, and this is rotate, obviously. And then in some, especially body parts, they'll have a third button, which will be scale. So I kind of really dig this. I just may move the hair out of her face a little bit, just because. Because I like her face, and I don't know why they want to always. Here we go. And then we'll do the same for this one. Okay, and then I'm gonna just play a little bit with the. There we go. It's pretty much the same one. I just like to edit it, and I'm not crazy about this, like, poofied out. Of course, I am not a hair, like, I don't mess with people's hair, so, you know, cut it, design it. So, that'll look good. Oh, and then there's these other settings down here, and I don't remember which is which, so I just play with them until, so this is kind of your bangs, I guess. That's your other stuff, and then this should be the tips, yeah. Oh, I wonder what. No. Yeah, that's way better. I have no idea what that is. Oh, this is that weight. You can make them real curly. Okay, so that's good for that section. Now we need color. I like white hair. I have no idea why. That's kind of bright, though. Is there a way to turn down? Yeah, white, but on like the lowest level. So this is the... Okay, so these three buttons are the three parts of the hair. So you've got, you know, roots, you've got the base color, and then you've got the tips of the hair. So this one looks to be the base, maybe. Let's see what this one does. These are the the tips and the sort of inside hair. Yep, I agree. Yeah, that's fun for about 10 seconds. Okay, so let's go back to this one. I like this color. Ooh. I don't like the shiny factor. Doesn't look realistic to me. Sometimes you can really make some pretty weird looking combinations. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a fashionable. Well, alright, that works. Not worried about it too much.
Rylok, are you the one currently streaming?
Yes, I am. What's up?
What game are you playing so I can update it?
Black Desert Online, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so we will go ahead and keep that for the hair. And we'll move on to the body. So again, for the face, you can, this one's not quite as bad. There's 3 free options, and then 4 pay options, and I don't know. Just as a an avid player of sandbox games, I don't know that I would want to pay for a face. Definitely, maybe for a hair, style or a unique scar, I don't know, scar or facial feature, but not just a facial type. Let's see. Unless they're prettier. I wonder if the pay ones are prettier. Not really. They're just kind of different. And like I said, I don't know that people will necessarily pay for that, but I guess they will. Alright, so I'm just going to choose... I don't like that one. That one. And we'll go with skin tone. Let's go... it's funny because even though I always play like pale vampire-y type characters, this game has really good dark shades of skin. Um, more realistic dark shades instead of just sort of the comical ones you can see in some other games. So I might go with something a little darker. Yeah, let's go with that. Okie doke. Oh, and you can make it oily, which is something I've never seen in a video game before. I don't know if anybody has ever seen a game with this, but yeah, it gets oily the more you drag this slider. And I assume that that's for a reason, but I don't like oily skin, so gonna leave that at 0. So here's where I was talking about the 3 buttons. You've got the up, down, left, right. You've got the, the move. You've got the rotate and the scale. And these are the 3 kind of operations that you'll find on a lot of 3D editing programs. And the funny thing is, if you can successfully make a really good looking character in this game, you pretty much can pick up Maya or Blender and go to town, and you'll understand a lot of the same concepts for that. So as you can see, she's got like a skeletal map on her face, and I can go to town on moving, rotating, or scaling. Some of them don't seem to make any difference. So if I pick, let's say, the nose, and I want to move it up and down, that's like the tip of the nose, so it doesn't really move where the actual nose is on the face. That's, I think, somewhere else. There's scale, but again, that's... Okay, yeah, I'm not going to take a lot of time here because I want to get to the game, but just to show you guys what the options are for this facial section. Here's some eyes. And you can do some pretty gaudy makeup. Some eyebrows to play with. And lipstick. I'll just do it bright so you can see what they are, and then I'll turn it back down. So you get the full, you get the, I guess, less than full, and like another version of full, and another version of less than full, and then you've got the sort of not quite all the way on the bottom lip. That one seems like it's just a mess, like she just doesn't really know how to put her lipstick on. Good night. So whatever will, let's just pick the basic one. Ooh. Could go goth with black. I could go whatever that is with white. But whatever you do, don't leave it at 100% because it just doesn't look good. Okay, good enough for government work. Next. So this is where you can get crazy with the eyes. You can actually do like irises and pupils in different shapes and stuff. I'm gonna leave it as is, but you can change colors. You can change the shape, so you can have like cat's eyes or heart-shaped eyes, etc. And then you can determine how the actual part of the eye, the pattern of the eye, and you can do different colors. That's a little freaky. And there's just so much customization. The problem is with so much customization, people are really going to just play with it, and then they're going to come up with some pretty horrid things. But they, that's fine. That's if they want to do that, that's cool. It's a sandbox after all. So this is, I believe, some eye makeup. Yeah, and I'm not too, like I said, I'm not a makeup guy, so I don't even know like how to make good results. I'll probably consult my wife when making a new character, just because she'll be able to like design it better than I will. You can have some kind of neat little dots under the eyes for some reason. Who knows? Maybe a line. No, that's horrible. Okay. And finally, I guess these are tattoos, maybe, on the face. Oh, those are pay options. Strawberry. On her. Yeah, I think cheek's probably best. It can be lighter or darker. Okay. Well, I don't want that, so I'll leave it off. So that's that for that. Alright, let's do the body. Again, I'm not going to mess with it too much, but you have the same kind of skeletal outline with the blue highlights. You can pick an option by clicking on it and it stays blue, and then you can mess with the scale, but that's all you can do. Or, wait a minute. I thought you could do more than this. I thought you could do, for the body parts, 3, but maybe not. So again, I'm just going to kind of leave her. I tend to mess things up more when playing with this than make look better, so I'm just going to stick with that. And again, more tattoo slash, graphical options that you can put. Whoa. What even is that? I don't know if I want to know what that is. Okay. But anyway, so you can have crazy, wacky things, etc., etc. So, we can also do the voice. Let's hear what that sounds like. Ha! You can go low or high. I like middle. This is pretty cool. You can check out her different facial expressions that you can have. And she's sticking out her tongue. Very cute. You can check out her, what is this, emotes. Okay. And some armor options. So I don't know if these are starting armors or what, because there's a pay one, so I would figure that it's probably just the starter armor look, and then you can possibly keep it if you like it. That's pretty cool looking. I like that blue one. Let's see what the pay one looks like. Oh. Huh. So maybe you have to pay to get this one, which is kind of neat, but I'm gonna stick with that one. Alright, so then we just need to type a name and we'll get into the game. So, um, alright.